It has been 6 weeks since the Occupy movement began in New York. When students were asked how effective the ongoing protests are, the Daily Reveille received mixed opinions.
I think all these are moderately or mildly effective, but overall I don't know that it'll create too much change, just because, like you said, it is leaderless, and I think more than anything it just creates awareness as opposed to actually getting something done.
You don't have that exterior control groups that are kind of guiding the situation, so it takes time for that type of stuff to develop, because right now it's mobilizing people and figuring out what are our shared themes here, what are the shared things we want to get working on.
I think that leaderless movements can be effective whenever they have a very specified target and a clear direction in which they are moving, but I don't think that this does. They have an end goal in mind, but they don't have specific steps of how they want to get there, and so without anyone directing these really random groups of people, not just in Wall Street but across America, it leads to a lot of mixed results and actually no real results across the board, and so I don't think it will be very effective.
I mean, the main thing to consider is people are asking, oh, what's the results? You have to realize it's been about almost 2 months now, and the thing is, it's grassroots. They don't have an effect, they don't have a declared hierarchy. We're still in the stages of gaining more support, creating more awareness, and figuring out what are the main things we're going to champion when we get this together. Who do we ally ourselves with? If you look at their website, they do have like a list of demands or a list of things they want to approach that kind of outline that.
The internet has provided a certain kind of platform for all these other Occupy movements to kind of, have grassroots and grow. If you go back to the protests in Egypt, a lot of the stuff was used via Facebook, via Twitter, and these other social media accounts.
The impact of, Twitter and Facebook and all that is going to definitely make it's probably going to last longer just because of it, just because of the constant hype. I don't see it going away anytime soon. I mean, it will probably stop eventually, but not anytime soon, not until some changes are made. The whole protest is basically about, like anti-corporate, like greed and corporate exploitation.
If you look at the 400 wealthiest people in the United States, they control as much wealth as the bottom 150 million people. I mean, that's kind of just a disparity. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm from Chicago, and honestly, when I go back home for winter break, I'm planning on going to the protests if I can, because I mean, Chicago, Boston, and New York are the big protests right now, the ones that have the most people there.
It is spreading, and it's something that doesn't seem to be going away.